That's Merc outboard motors, 3200s. This boat is owned by Manny Brito, driven by Ralph Papke, throttles Ralph Papke, and Manny Brito is your navigator. This boat right here is doing about 78 to 82 miles per hour. You see on this outside leg of really not a problem for this boat. Even though the seas have a little chop, these cats can definitely handle it. They've been designed by everyone involved to take this type of water, and they're certainly showing it right here. The boat is well trimmed. I see no trouble right here at this point in time. And they're just cruising along at a smooth, roughly 75 to 80 mile per hour plateau. Doing a real fine job, staying within their limits, not pushing too hard, not holding back. And on the outside there, you've got Phantom. Seem to have a problem there with two spectator boats in the middle, but I'm sure they'll get moved back. We kind of split the party right there, but we'll just have to see what happens. Phantom on the outside, Apollo 2 on the inside. Some real good racing. Michael Lessie's crew down from Waltham, Massachusetts. Great competitors in their second year on the circuit. We've got some real good D-class competition right here. You've got a Chris Cat and a Shadow Cat. Both boats, different hulls, but powered with identical boat. And these guys are really doing a hot job of racing. Mike and Manny are really putting their race boats and race crews to the test. We've got some head-to-head racing at 78 to 82 miles per hour right now, and Phantom on the outside seems to be pulling Apollo 2 a little, but we'll just have to wait and see. These guys are really booking it right here. Some real good, classy offshore racing right now. Look at Phantom go. He's pulling Apollo 2 right now and really making his move on the next boat. D-class is really going to be tough. You've got Apache Bandit in there. Triple Threat is there. Awesome, a certainly tough boat. But right now, these guys are worried about each other. And here he comes, Michael Lessie, way on the outside, and he's making a move on Bounty Hunter, Don Airdosh's boat. This 36-foot custom, also a proven winner. But Phantom on the outside is really taking charge, but we're going to stick with Bounty Hunter. The 36-foot custom is a really good-looking boat. It's done by Rogers Speed Shop, and he's got twin 700 horsepower inboards. D51. Look at this boat. Bill Martin's your owner on this boat. We've got Debbie Martin, your driver. Of course, Bill Martin throttles, and Don Airdosh is the head navigator, mechanic, and whatever it takes to get this boat in race shape for any race on the circuit, and he's really done well. Bounty Hunter in the middle. Phantom on the outside. Bounty Hunter comes back and takes Phantom, repays that debt. You pass me, I'll pass you. It's racing, head-to-head competition. Another strong D boat. This guy's really moving. This deep V's got quite a bit of power. These inboards are really producing quite a bit of force right now and really making him take the lead over your two other boats that we saw earlier, that being Phantom and Apollo 2 with the Merc outboards. Although it's a little calm, this deep V with all its power has enough of what it takes to overtake these cats right now. We'll just have to wait and see, because as we've said, it's a long race, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Our other classes right now are underway. We've certainly had the start for A and B, and of course, those we'll be keeping you abreast on as they develop. Borderline, Werner Quenzel in A, it's always going to be tough. He'll be chasing no problem. We'll just have to wait and see. Ocean Outboard, Jesse's other boat, B91 and B class will be tough. And of course, in C class, you've got High Risk and Dalia in Breakaway. And of course, Firefox is there. The three skaters you know are going to be going head-to-head in Class C, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But right here, we're still with this 36-foot custom, and it's really doing well. It's a big, heavy boat, so it's certainly well trimmed right here, as you can see. A lot of power right now, 78 miles per hour, and really making a charge over that 80 mile per hour plateau. A real fine run right here by the Bounty Hunter race team, D51. And you know they're going to have quite a bit of competition, and they're just going to have to see if they can catch Awesome, Triple Threat. Of course, the Apache Bandit, a real proven race hull with a top-shelf race team. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Weinstein is a real tough competitor. Real nice overhead shot there. And as we move on from Bounty Hunter, we come up to the Manta. Fever, an old Florida boat that's come up. This has been bought by Joey Latona. And of course, on throttles, he's got his crew, Scott Guidongo, John Jacob, the navigator, and Joey Carino is your other crew member. This Manta came up from the Florida race circuit. We've seen it last year and the year before down at Holiday Isle in Isle Mirada. And he's come up here, he's bought the boat, he's brought it up north, and he really hopes to do some of the same track record that Fever had down in Florida. The Manta, a proven race hull, 28-foot beautiful yellow boat, powered by twin 350 Chevy inboards and Mercury outdrives. Really looking well. These Merc cruisers, of course, proven names. They can do whatever it takes to get this guy over the water. It's a relatively inexperienced race crew, but they've got a lot of heart, a lot of guts, and they really hope to make some inroads into the NPBA. Somewhere in offshore racing, and they've come out with a real fine race package right here. A lot of power right now, doing 76 to 78 miles per hour, and really charging. Boat seems relatively well trimmed. Little rough ride right here, as you can see. Whoa, look at him come out right there. You can lose some valuable time. But with a good throttle, man, he maintains those revolutions on those props. And as soon as they hit that water, he's down on that throttle, maintaining the revs, which is constantly needed in racing. Very sleek and graceful right here, like a porpoise out of water. Really looking good. Fever race team. These guys love what they're doing. A couple years on the NPBA, and who knows where it could catapult them in their career in offshore racing. We certainly wish them all the best. We hope they have a good, safe run today and really make a lot of headway into New Jersey going next week for the NPBA. Fever race team. Right now, Jesse is well out in front. He's really got a commanding lead. However, Lasnowski and Extractor Race Team will not be beaten that easily. You know he's going to go down fighting. They've got a lot of power in that boat. Extractor can certainly do 105, 110, which will certainly crowd Jesse a bit. We'll have to wait and see, and hopefully we can catch the boats on another part of the race course. Certainly exciting racing in all classes right now. Class C is real tight with those skaters. High risk and breakaway going head to head. P75, Ocean Outboard. This 28-foot checkmate is really doing well. It's from Seaford, New York, and it's got its twin 2.4 Merc outboards. This guy's really doing some racing Ocean Outboard right here. Good-looking race boat, 78 to 82 miles per hour right now, and really charging. Ocean Outboard out in Seaford, New York. They rig high-performance race boats, and of course have put all that technology and their experience into their own race boat right here. The best of everything. They have every racer's edge possible, and as Mercury Marine tests their boats out in racing, Ocean Outboard tests their riggings and just what they feel are the racer's edge out here on the proving grounds, the race course. And the NPBA is certainly one of the biggest proving grounds for offshore powerboat racing, and they're doing everything they can right here to show what Ocean Outboards is all about. They're definitely one of the favorites in Class B. Presently, they're in first place with Jesse James's other boat, B91, in second. This is going to be a real tight battle for B. Running a little shorter than the big boats, doing 60 miles. Here you see them around one of the checkpoints, heading for their next one. Also on the NPBA, Ocean Outboard is first in class in B class right now. So you know a victory here will certainly put them in a commanding position as we head to New Jersey next week in the exciting NPBA 86 campaign. Of course, Freeze Frame will be there to bring you more exciting coverage as the season progresses. Maintaining a relatively good speed at 76 miles per hour. The boat and the crew seems very comfortable and dialed in quite nicely at this speed. Bit rough at certain times, but the boat is relatively well trimmed, good experience, and these guys, certainly being in the business, definitely know the business of racing out here in the ocean, and they're giving it all that they have right now. Good looking boat, very knowledgeable race crew, and you see the results can certainly be in the victorious way right now, as Ocean Outboard has proved, and they certainly hope to repeat in the Gateway Regatta. Ocean Outboard at this point in the race just trying to stretch and get a comfortable lead over Jesse. As in car racing, where you work with just 1 or 2 body car lengths, here in offshore racing you might have hundreds and hundreds of yards of space to deal with, but even that can be a small gap in offshore racing. There you see Ocean Outboard go by Firefox, which you saw on the outside. Ocean Outboard really doing a fine job. As you saw them earlier, past Bob DiCarlo's Firefox on the outside. DiCarlo's certainly in a tough battle today with breakaway and high risk. Those skaters are going to really be going at it tooth and nail all day. Ocean Outboard not too concerned about the Class C boats, only concerned about Class B, and that's why he's here. Little rough ride right there. You see some of the massive spectator fleet in the back. These spectators are spread out all over the 80-mile course. Who knows how many boats are out here today. In the Northeast, offshore powerboat racing is really becoming more popular. The spectator interest is very great, and we really enjoy what's been happening and how the whole sport has been taking off. There you see the spectators, and we're on one of the straight legs of the course. I believe it's a third leg right now, and these guys are really stretching it out. We've got DiCarlo's Firefox on the outside, your 24 skater, and here's B5, Finish Line. He's out here chasing Ocean Outboard. These guys are really going tooth and nail. Finish Line, it's a 29-foot Mirage, and it's a real good-looking boat, powered by twin. Your owner right here is Joe Calabro from Livingston, New Jersey. Joey also throttles the boat, and he's doing a great job. He's got Scott Lingbin on the driving right now, and of course the navigator, Mike Calabro. Everybody hailing from Livingston, New Jersey. The entire Finish Line race crew in this great Mirage hails from Livingston, New Jersey. A great place to be, and these guys have brought the boat down from Livingston to really be part of an exciting Gateway Regatta. This Mirage right now is doing about 76 miles per hour, approaching the 80-mile plane. You really start to get some break now as you start to see the boats that hover around 75 to 80, with the boats that we saw earlier, Jesse and Extractor, and of course Baxter's American Express, going in speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour. It's really amazing how much speed they can go. You had a good overall shot there of the crew working together, trying to get in tune and dial in that boat correctly, bouncing around a little bit, just trying to get it trimmed a little better, really work out the kinks that you have right there. Overall, a real good-looking ride by this Finish Line race crew right now. Really running hard, sounds real strong. Motors prepared very well for this race. You hear them really kicking out a lot of power. He's got some calm water right here on this part of the race course, and he's really going to try to take advantage of whatever he can to get this boat across here, because when it gets a little choppy, the boat gets out a little bit. He might have a little more problems with his trim. Really looking good. As I look out over the sky, relatively a bit overcast, but nothing too serious. I'm sure it will not deter any of our racers' visibility whatsoever. Checkpoint boats being very clearly marked with big orange balloons and doing real well. B27, Stoneham Boat Center. This 30-foot superboat, powered by its twin Merc outboards, 200 horsepower each, is a real proven race boat. We've got quite a crew here. You've got Tim Horgan, and along for the ride, you've got Rick Cohey and Bill Rogers. Stoneham Boat Center, a real fine boat center. These guys are a superboat distributor, and they've done a great job with their superboat product as well as running their own boats. And right here they've brought out one of their very own boats. This beautiful black sleek superboat is really looking good. We've seen superboats as a proven race hull for many years on the course, and they just keep getting better and better. The engineering and the refinements made on the hull and the distributorship that you get from people like Stoneham Boat Center has really done a fine job for what the superboat people are all about. These guys have certainly come a long way, being that it's the NPBA, the National Powerboat Association based in New England. These guys have come down from Massachusetts. We've got quite a few real top races coming down from Mass and really spreading the sport like wildfire. Doing a great job. This is their first season racing, and they hope to have a very successful year and catapult them into the 1987 NPBA campaign. But right now, these guys are just thinking about today's race. They've got some tough competition in B class, as we've said earlier, and they're presently in 4th place, just trying to do the best they can. They have really no idea in terms of where they are in placing right now. They just know they have to do the best they can to get around this race course. They can see ahead some of their competition who we saw earlier. Ocean Outboard still in the lead, but they do have their sights set on finish line. So we're just going to have to wait and see. B27 in 4th, chasing your 3rd place boat finish line. Real good racing right here. 68 miles per hour, at times approaching over 70, 72. Really doing well. The boat looks well trimmed right here. Real sleek 32-foot hull. Definitely made for taking the pounding out here in this ocean racing, as you see right there. For a race team's first year on the circuit, they're really looking like some seasoned veterans right now. Very calm, well in command of their boat and throttles, as you see right here. Good looking trims right now, dialed in quite nicely. As being look at it right there, real good ride. It certainly is a bit of a different ride, this deep V hull, as you recall earlier, how Jesse James just looked like a needle going across the water. Sleek, smooth, state-of-the-art. But this right here, also good-looking ocean racing right now. For a deep V, Superboat, a real proven race hull. And Stone & Boat Center has come out to really prove what they sell, and they stand behind their product. And as everyone else, the only place to find out just how good your boat is to bring it on out here and race it. Because racing is what it's all about. Not only does it test the crew, but it really tests the boat and equipment that you feel is what you have is the best. As we move from Stone & Boat Center, we move on to a real good-looking boat. This red 32-foot slim, the checkered flag today. Jim Ross, a proven name in engine building, racing, has been around for many years, and he's lent his expertise to the awesome race team. They feel he's part of the team. Competition. Weinstein's Apache Bandit, triple threat, as you saw earlier in the start of the race, really took off in the beginning, and awesome right here in 3rd place, really doing some fine running. Once again, you see the many spectators in the background there who have come out to watch this race. Overall, it's a great day for the sport of offshore racing here in the Northeast. A real fine day for Greenwich and the NPBA, who have put on one of the best races this season has seen all year. And we're certainly excited to be part of it. Miles per hour basically is a good speed for this boat right now. These Ross motors are dialed in with a maximum thrust of about 1,200 horsepower. And when you've got that kind of power behind you, you know your speeds are going to be over the 80-mile-per-hour plateau. There you see them around one of our checkpoints, heading for the next point. Navigator lines it up with his coordinates, throttle man puts it down, and the driver just basically keeps it in line. These guys must work together like a machine themselves. 3 human beings working together to make a very smooth package, a very efficient flowing human machine. In the front of the boat with Ross motors, another efficient mechanical machine behind them. And the combination of these two is what awesome race team is all about. There you really get an idea of the noise and the power behind these Ross motors. Listen to them bark it out. Well-trimmed ride right now. These guys are in full command of their boat. Definitely, they're in command of themselves as well as their boat. They seem very relaxed and confident right now. I see very little confusion out there. Just a well-trimmed race boat doing what it does best, racing out in the open ocean. Scorpion hull, Ross motors. They call themselves awesome, and they certainly look awesome right here. D52, the awesome race team. Really cooking right here. 82 miles per hour and charging hard. There's another charger, a real champ, defending champion, Gino Montrone, US1, the instant air freight race team. What a boat this is. Gino is a true business. Gino is all business. He's got Frank Locke and Bobby aboard. The head instigator himself has really come out, the instant air freight team. He's looking to repeat and defend his title from the '85 NPBA champion. And there you see him carrying that number proudly. US1, a true competitor, Gino Montrone. What a racer, and he's charging hard right now. Good-looking boat, good-looking crew. And as they know and everyone else does, these guys really have their work cut out for them. There's some tough competition out here in E-Class. Of course, as you've seen earlier, Jesse James and Extractor Race Team, two real top-of-the-line teams with top-of-the-line boats. But Instant Air, not to be denied or feared in any way. Gino just knows one way, and that's to go for victory. And they're going to pull out all stops here. There's quite a bit of distance right now between the leaders in class and Gino. Those guys, when they went by us before and we covered them, were definitely over the 100-mile-per-hour plateau. Gino right here in the 80-mile-per-hour range. Who knows why or what? Maybe the boat is a little off today, not dialed in quite right. We're just going to have to wait and see. I know this Instant Air race team has more than what she's showing here right now. But Gino's going to give it all he can get out of this boat based on the conditions he's faced with to race today. Definitely a good sport, a real good sportsman, and a competitor all the way. As a race is really getting well underway right now, not only underway, but we're 2/3 into the race, I should say. The classes are still very tight. Quenzel chasing A56, no problem behind him right now. Ocean Outboard, who we saw earlier, still in the lead with Jesse. And Finish Line following them. Real tight competition in B. The skaters, neck and neck. Firefox, breakaway, high risk. Exchanging the lead back and forth. Real good racing. JD's really going to be pushing hard for the home court advantage right now. Class D, still the same way. It's really doing some racing. But right now, Instant Air is really charging, starting to pick it up a little. Real good-looking boat. A bit earlier today, we had a chance to talk to the head instigator himself, Gino Montrone, of Instant Air Freight Race Team, US1. We're here with the Instant Air Freight Race Team. Bob, Frank, and the head instigator himself, Gino Montrone. Gino, defending 1985 NPBA Class E champion. What are we looking for in '86 for this year?
Oh, we're just looking for a good, safe season, and we had a slight mishap a week ago, and we're back strong. We got a professional team here with Frankie and Bobby, and we know what we're doing out there, and we know how to come back from a mishap like that.
And that mishap in Jersey, what did that do for you as well as the boat in terms of your outlook on racing?
Well, if you're a well-rounded race team, you can handle just about anything that comes your way, and things like that are we're like in every interview we've always talked to you about, we're a no-excuse team. We know what happened, and if you feel it was a fault of anybody in the crew, well, you get your boat out there and beat us.
There you go. One of the true professionals on the NPBA campaign, Gino Montrone and the Instant Air Freight Race Team. Good luck, Gino.
Thank you.
Well, there you get an idea of what this team is all about. With its head man, Gino Montrone, he calls the shots, he sets up the attitude of the team, and they follow.